Have you ever wondered how much time you should spend on social media? Don't worry, I can help. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. And it's episode 128 of the Get Social Smart show. And today I'm going to share with you how much time you should be spending over on social media. You ever notice the day before you go on vacation, how much you get done? I don't know about you, but I feel like the day before vacation, we get a ton of stuff done. Have you also noticed when you go on vacation that, especially if it's a big vacation, there's a lot of planning involved? If you're like me, there's lists. Okay, let's be real. Sometimes there's spreadsheets. There's a whole plan. I've joined Facebook groups for vacations. There's a lot of organization that happens when it comes to vacation. And then guess what? Our vacation, most of the time, goes really, really well. So why is it that when we think of our social media strategy or our marketing strategy, we don't put in sometimes half as much planning as we do when it comes to our vacations? What I want to encourage you to do is to change your mindset when it comes to social media. Instead of thinking, it's just one more thing I have to do, I want you to think about how you can integrate it into your day-to-day. So whether you're an individual agent or broker, or whether you're part of a powerhouse team or brokerage, there's a few simple things that you can do when it comes to making the most of your time on social media. What I want to encourage you to do is to think about time blocking. Time blocking on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. These are three things that make a huge difference. So when the question of how much time should I spend on social media gets asked of me, I always say it depends. Are we talking daily, weekly, or monthly? Because when you break it down and you do some time blocking, there's some small, simple things that can make a really big difference. So on a daily basis, first and foremost, I encourage you to time block 10 or 15 minutes each and every day. Now, I like to do this in the morning as I'm drinking my cup of coffee, usually before I open up email, because once you open up email, let's be honest, email is a black hole you'll probably never get out of.
1,527,503 prayer requests. I better manifest some coffee.
So in the morning, take 10 or 15 minutes, and I love to follow the idea of Focus 5. Focus 5 means when I'm scrolling through my news feed, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, sometimes both, who are the 5 people I can intentionally connect with? Now, that doesn't mean just be a drive-by liker and jump in and like 5 things and then you're done, but take a few minutes every day to intentionally connect, authentically connect, give a nice comment. Don't just say congratulations or great pick, but take a few minutes to actually comment meaningfully. Write a few, maybe it's a sentence or two, maybe it's a moment to send them a private message or a birthday video, but take a few minutes each and every day. I also like that time on a daily basis to check my notifications. Now, I have a lot of notifications, so typically it takes me more than 10 or 15 minutes, which means I will time block some time in the morning, but also later in the day. I like to use the time in the morning to engage with people, to connect, and then at the end of the day, I like to check in. You know, I might be multitasking, maybe I'm on the couch watching my favorite show, but I'm multitasking and checking those notifications, because there's nothing worse than putting something out there in the world on social media and then people comment and then you never react, you never respond. So time blocking at least 10 to 15 minutes on a daily basis. Now on a weekly basis, I encourage you to time block 30 minutes to an hour once a week to plan for the week ahead. Plan for the week ahead. And if you've never done this, it's truly a game changer. It makes a big difference. I do this every Friday where I sit down and I look at the next 5 to 7 days. We schedule some of our content. You can batch create some of your content, but it's a great way to plan ahead and get that consistency. Right? It doesn't mean that you're automating everything. It doesn't mean set it and forget it, but it means getting into that rhythm and that routine. So you might have every Tuesday be a Tip Tuesday or Wednesday be Wednesday Wisdom. You can plan some of that in advance. The last way to time block is on a monthly basis, and we're doing this right now. Every month I set aside a few hours where I sit down and I batch create content. So for me, that's sitting down and recording a number of videos all in one session, or recording podcast episodes all in one session. It's much easier to sit down and batch create that content all in one sitting than try to do it week by week by week. It can feel very exhausting. So one of the things we'll do is we'll sit down and we'll map out at the end of the year, we'll map out that next year. We actually map out 52 weeks worth of content. And of course we might massage that and move that around and things change, but getting that plan in advance. So every month I can sit down and then create a number of pieces of content all in one sitting makes a really, really big difference. And if you've never done that and that sounds really overwhelming, what I would encourage you to do is start by thinking about what are the questions you get asked all the time. What are the questions you get asked all the time? And I bet if you just kept a notebook handy for a couple days, you could probably write down tons of topics and questions and conversation points that come up time and time again. The reason why we talk a lot about this inside of our academy, and if you've watched any of our videos, is that because right now with social media, it does take a little bit of time and effort. 5 years ago, you could have popped on a few minutes a day and posted something randomly and left and got a lot of engagement. But there's more noise than ever on social media. And right now, especially with Facebook and Instagram, one of the best ways to stand out is to be authentic, to be engaging, to be present. That's one of the best gifts you can give anyone is your presence, but especially on social media. And also to put out some unique, original content. Because guess what? Anybody can Google how to get your home ready for the market or how to find a realtor, but nobody's going to say it the way you say it. Nobody's going to have your voice and your opinion and your expertise. So if there was ever a time to time block daily, weekly, and monthly, and to create some unique content to engage in an authentic way, now is the time. So it shouldn't take all day. I'm in the business of social media, and I'm not on social media 24/7, and neither should you. But it comes down to creating that smart system. Just like when you go on vacation, you've got a plan, you've got a process, you've got a system in place, you've made your lists, you've checked them twice. Take that same amount of time and attention to your own social media strategy. I would love to hear from you. What are some of your pain points when it comes to social media? Put those in the comments below. If you like these videos, you like our style, make sure you hit the subscribe button over on YouTube. We have new videos that come out each and every week. And for more tips, tools, and strategy for all things social media, please visit us at katielance.com. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.